Hey, howdy, folks. Welcome to Wolfen 4966. I'm John, your host, and all I can say is to all my country folk out there, hey, howdy, hey. And the subject of today, and I've been, it's like it's getting there, winter here in the States, and this thing just comes up every time it starts getting cold and people want to get the heck out of here. And the grass is always greener on the other side. That's a false statement. It's a saying, and it's meant in a falsified way, due to the fact that the grass is greener on the other side is because we're all misconcepted. Misconcepted is how we deceive ourselves in our thinking. Oh, no place could be as bad as this place. You'll find out. You'll find out. The subject that keeps coming up, especially around this time of year, is how much does it cost to live in the Philippines? Now, are you saying, how much does it cost? How much can I live like a king? Or how much can I survive on in the Philippines? That's all a matter of your residual income. And residual means, of course, there's some people out there going, man, he's explaining every word. Well, I got to keep it on the 8th grade level. Residual means you have something coming in, like a pension, retirement, maybe invested in the stock market, and you got a steady income coming off of something like that, which I know some guys like that. Maybe you got a 401k. But one thing I do suggest, okay, let's say $10,000. Don't go to the Philippines with $10,000 cash and you don't have no residual income, because you're going to screw yourself. You're going to find yourself homeless because, oh yeah, you got all kinds of friends. It's just like here in the States, folks. You tell somebody you got $10,000 cash in your pocket, oh yeah, let's go party. And they'll encourage you to party. But what I wanted to get to is, there is no preemptive amount. There's no set amount that you can live on in the Philippines, because it's just like here in the United States, folks. If you want to live out in the boonies and in the middle of the flatlands of Oklahoma, you can find a $400 house. Well, of course, plus your bills. The same goes for the Philippines. I know people that are paying over $1,000 a month for rent, and that's in highly populated places, and even some touristy provinces. Due to the fact you got resorts around you, and if you want to know how much it's going to cost you, go there for more than a month. You'll start getting the idea. Because whether you're black or white or Hispanic, you're still a Cano. You're American. You're rich. You might be homeless here and go to the Philippines and become homeless there, and they still consider you rich. Well, you got to look at the economy there. You got to look at certain factors. I mean, you got to really got to do your homework on it, because there's actually cheaper Asian countries to go to, or just as cheap or just as expensive. How I know someone they're paying actually $4,000 or $5,000 a month for a nice little mansion there in Manila. But they also have a American-sized payday every month. But I just wanted to help disillusion you. You know, I'm going to give it to you straight. There's no preemptive. There's no set price. I see all these vloggers do it, and I see the vloggers that won't do it. Some are going to tell you what they pay in their area and strike in their area, in their province, in that part of the Philippines, because it's variable, just like in America. You know, when I first came down here to Tennessee, the average rent was around $400. It ain't that now. It's getting up there in the thousands now, even with a little recession, or soon to come big recession, who knows. But that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on the matter. And if you're one of those people that are going in and say, how much can I live in the Philippines on? Because you hear a lot of people here that just assume that everything's hunky-dory over there. You got to talk to people that have been living there for a while, people that actually experience different variables. Me, I lived there for 3 months, and I found out how fast the cost of living is there, and how much. And just because I paid that don't mean everybody else is paying that. I'll be truthful with you. Just to guesstimate, to live in Dumaguete, probably about 1,000, 1,500 easy a month. You know, that's just running one air conditioner. Then there's some people that pay less rent than they pay for their electricity. And there's some places where they got I forgot what to call it. It's like the oil rights in Alaska, where you get a certain amount every month. What is it, royalties, part of the royalties or something like that. But there's some places in the Philippines that there is no electric bill. But you're going to make it up. You're going to make it up paying the rent. Because those places, you save $100 on the electric bill when you're not charged for an electric bill, because you're part of the royalties program. And but your rent's going to be $200 to $300 more a month, because these landlords, what their feeling is American can afford it. If you could afford $1,000 to $2,000 a month here for rent, then why couldn't you afford 500, 600 there? That's the mindset. We're all rich, no matter how poor Americans are. Some Americans are. We're all considered rich. I'm by far rich. I mean, look, everybody's got a newer looking car than me, and that don't bother me. I live simple. Very simple. But I got things to do, y'all. And I appreciate you. Give me a like, share, subscribe. Comment if you want. I could run down all my bills, but none of you could afford to pay them. So that's where I'm going to stand on that. Because everything's not puppy tails, rainbows, and unicorns, you know what I mean? And everything comes at a price. Okay, I love you all. Y'all have a good Wednesday. I love you, bye. Can you say poke? Come and say poke.